music, we'd love to invite our guest, Kirtaniya Karuna Avatara, our good friend and Gauranga Kirtan himself, to lead a kirtan.
Thank you. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Bolo.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Bolo. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Bolo. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna,
Hari Bol.
Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Bolo. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hari Bol.
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Bolo.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Walking.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hari Bol.
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Everyone.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna
Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama
Rama Rama
Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama
Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna
Hare Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Rama
Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Rama
Hare Rama
Rama Rama Hare Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Together.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Jai. Thank you. Thank you for inviting me. To
Oh, Hari Bol, how sweet.
Thank you. Thank you, Karuna Avatar, for leading this beautiful kirtan. It's an honor to have you here, and I want to give a shout out to our friends on Zoom across the world for joining us and sharing the screen with us so we can
And
see
always taking us
nature.
to magical
And-
places.
yes.
There's always a different location. I feel like I'm on
Yes.
tour.
And so thank you very much as well of all of you listening on YouTube and also listening on Facebook. And once again, if you'd like to join us on Zoom,
And we would love you to, because then we get to see you, and it's a small sacred community where we get to see each other, and then as things loosen up, maybe get to hang out with each other around the world.
and if you'd like to do it, please email us at krishnakirtanmusic@gmail.com. Once again, it's krishnakirtanmusic@gmail.com, and just say your first name and last name and the reason why you would like to join. And in that way, we will know you are not a robot. So please make sure
But
you are on
maybe
time.
you are a robot and
Please,
you want some bhakti.
Uh,
If you're
no-
a robot,
no, no,
we
and the only
don't
reason-
discriminate.
The only reason why is we got hacked once and we don't want it to happen again. So please make sure also you are on time like our friends so that we let you in early, because once we start it's quite impossible to stop the kirtan to let you in. So please,
He's working on his four-armed form, but
please,
right now he's just
be
got the
here on
two arms.
time. and we love you. And now we're gonna have another kirtan, and
Yeah,
also I
but
think
first,
Shri has some
I wanna-
questions.
This is let me exercise my interviewing muscles.
Go for it.
My bhakti host muscles. So we're really blessed because we get to know Karuna Avatara, and over the years he's been really kind and he's invited us to be a part of the HKCCC community in Western Sydney. But he also has, and we just love this beautiful community, but he also has his own kirtan program that he does every Sunday without fail, unless he's leading a retreat that weekend. So mad kudos to you for pulling it off. Creation is easy, destruction is easy, but maintenance, that's where you really get two thumbs up. You know, you do it week in and week out. And so his kirtan program is called Gauranga Kirtan. You can find them on Facebook and any other socials
Instagram.
and Instagram.
Yep.
And so you can tune in every Sunday if you like as well. What time is that on a Sunday? Sydney time.
6:15 p.m.
6:15. And do you live stream the Bhagavad Gita portion or
No,
just the
just the
kirtan?
kirtan, yeah.
So tell us about your Sunday programs and then which part goes live and at what time.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for the opportunity to share something about the kirtan and the community been leading since 2 years. And if you remember, you're the first one to come to that program. On the first one we did in 2019.
Yay!
And Sri Walking were there to lead
Old
lead-
school,
lead a
baby.
kirtan. Yeah, from there.
Don't forget us when you get.
So we used to do once in a month back then. So COVID came as a blessing, as in disguise. It was a lot of effort to do that in a studio, but now I do at home, so it's much easier. And I could say like, oh, I could do it every Sunday now, every week. Why not?
Yeah, because you were in a yoga studio and then you brought it into your home. And
Yes, yeah.
it's
So
even more nice and intimate and
Yes.
community oriented.
A
You don't
true
have to-
home program.
You don't have to get out by a certain time.
Exactly, yeah. So we can relax here and sit down and you can chat more and talk about bhakti and experiences in daily life as well. Especially this community is based on the relationships. As we know in the Vedic literature, it mentions that sambandha is a Sanskrit word for relationship. So sambandha, abhyuda and prayojana. Relationships, then the goal, then you do the process to achieve the goal. So if you have a good relationship in the community with everyone else, so it helps us to elevate us and progress in our spiritual life and also in material life too. So this is what I'm focusing on, to relationship-based community. Not only just come for kirtan or discussion and you just leave and you don't know each other.
Right.
So
Or if you're really clever, you just come at prasadam and then leave.
then leave. Yeah.
And I will say, having, been more or less part of a spiritual community for many decades now, relationships on your spiritual path can make or break you. I shouldn't say you, I should say me. I know that when I'm feeling connected to the community, I'm inspired and I'm eager to do my sadhana. But when the heart is hurt or somehow, the love is not there, I mean, it makes it really hard. And one thing I will say is that, Karuna, you always, and also HKCCC, you've always been so welcoming. And I mean, we shouldn't have to say that spirituality can be judgmental, but it's true, it can be, and it can push you away and make one inclined not towards spiritual life. So one thing that I love about Gauranga Kirtan and HKCCC is that you guys are always incredibly welcoming and just, you just love everyone the way they are, and you have lots of fun together too, right?
Yeah,
You're
exactly.
always having fun
I
trips
think
away.
they're going on tour this weekend.
Yeah, where are you going this next weekend?
Yeah, so this is not only just Kirtan or Bhagavad Gita discussion, which starts from every Sunday, 4:30 p.m. Sydney time. These days we chant on beats as well, Maha Mantra 108 times, one round on the beat. And then we do Bhagavad Gita discussion currently that is a book we are discussing. And then Kirtan at 6:15 and free prasadam or spiritual sanctified food at 7:30 p.m. Sydney time. So not only that one, so I would try to introduce like activities which can create more bonding in between the guests and the volunteers, and the more people will be attracted. This is what is missing, like friendship among people
Real
these
friendship.
days. Yeah, real friendship. Not just I love you in the front and and behind you criticize or pull you down your character or anything. Try to avoid those stuff. So this outdoor activity is really helping.
Yeah.
So first we went like a beach picnic. We did swimming, playing volleyball and things like that on the beach. Then we did bowling, laser tag.
Like
There
a
was-
corporate retreat.
Yeah. Next we did camping, 2 nights camping.
Oh, then
this-
things got real.
Yeah. It's getting busier.
Next is bungee jumping. That's the upcoming retreat is
Yeah.
bungee jumping and trusting that they've actually connected it.
So we connect to the bhakti part. We do kirtan wherever
Yes.
we go. We take our instruments with us, and we get together and chant. So in the camping, we're swimming in the waterfall, and no one wants to come out from the waterfall. And then we're singing on the rocks and playing on the kirtan. Everyone is just amazed, like what's going on here.
Oh,
So that's really bonded everyone. Everyone's just happy and excited. Campfire, stargazing, the galaxy, the Milky Way we went to see near Kayama one time. as part of the camping trip.
And it's a really nice mix of
Yeah.
demographics as well, like at different ages. Like it's a real community thing where just everyone's welcome and everyone
Yeah.
finds their place.
Yeah, wherever they are, just you can come in. You don't have to follow anything and just prerequisites to fill up before
Right.
coming into that. So that's the main thing that even Srila Prabhupada says, that wherever someone is, you start sharing your bhakti with them from there, not wherever we are actually. And this weekend we are going to Batemans Bay, down south, 4.5 hours drive, and once again we'll do some part of camping too. We're gonna do kayaking, wildlife and bushwalking and trekking and swimming, playing badminton and kirtan and so much events, chess, musical chair, so many events we have planned.
Wow.
Games and also we're gonna do that in 3 days time. So we are like almost 40 people going this time.
Wow. That's
So
wild.
make sure you stay informed and check Gauranga Kirtan on Facebook.
Yeah.
Give it a like so you know all of the events.
And in a sense, that's a perfect segue because we always like to talk about perhaps the appearance or disappearance day of some exalted divine personalities that might have happened in either the past week or coming up in a day or two. And a couple of days ago was the appearance day of Vrindavan Das Thakur on the 7th. And one of the things that really we can see sort of historically in the Gaudiya Vaishnav lineage is this sense of deep, intimate friendships that existed between some pretty ecstatic personalities. And so it's said that there's a lot of background that's not known about, say, the Goswamis, and but what they find out is each one talks about the other one. So, for example, and also other exalted personalities. Let's say Krishna Das Kaviraj in Chaitanya Charitamrita will speak about Vrindavan Das Thakur. So they tend to talk about each other, and that's a beautiful aspect of sweet friendships, is that you may not talk so much about your own good qualities, but you speak at length about the other person's good qualities.
Yeah.
And so interestingly, some of the historical details about, say, Vrindavan Das Thakur, you don't learn about from him in his writings. You learn more about it by, say, Krishna Das Kaviraj, who mentions about him in Chaitanya Charitamrita. So Vrindavan Das Thakur wrote the Chaitanya Bhagavat, which was first called Chaitanya Mangala and then was renamed because Lochana Das Pandit had also written a Chaitanya Mangala. So there was some discussion, and then it was renamed Chaitanya Bhagavat. But the point of this is just that he wrote a historical biography about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and he was one of I think maybe the first person to describe him as not just an avatar, but as God himself. And this was a very intimate revealing, written down about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and how, and just his ecstatic inner life, and how his inner life was very much the mood of Radharani, and this, how does Radha love Krishna? So we see Krishna experiencing Radha's love, but then how does Radha experience loving Krishna? So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came down to experience, he's Rasaraj, so he came down to experience the taste of these mellows. And then this is written about by some great saints and sages, and one of those was Vrindavan Das Thakur, who lived, I think, from 1507 to 1589. I think he lived quite a long time, 82
I think you
years.
said it.
Yeah. So we can learn more about these personalities by reading the books of Srila Prabhupada, who translated them so nicely. And anything you'd like to say about these personalities or anything that comes to mind?
Yeah, I mean, one point I really like that you said that the person who are very humble, they don't talk about themselves. You get to know from others. It's like today I was reading about Rukmini's kidnapping by Krishna. How Krishna was attracted by Rukmini, and also Rukmini was attracted for Krishna just by hearing about Krishna through others. That what is such a wonderful person, beautiful person, and the qualities he has, and everything like top class, 100% about Krishna. And Rukmini just got attracted just by hearing about Krishna and decided that he's the perfect person for me. I'm gonna marry him now. Now Krishna, you take me from here. My brother is getting me married to someone else, which I don't want to. So yeah, I was reading that chapter today, how Krishna just kidnaps Rukmini as a pre-planned stuff, and no one could do anything about it. So that's amazing that as a person is known through their character, through their qualities. So everything comes from their action. Instead of us saying that, oh, I did this one, I did that one, how great.
I'm very humble.
No, you should be humble. You know what I did, la 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 la, but you should be humble. So
Enough about me. What do you think of me? These jokes, So, and also it's interesting when you speak ill of somebody, literally the heart feels icky, right? It feels ugly afterwards. But when you speak kindly of somebody, there's almost like something happens on a cellular level or a spiritual level where you start to feel more enlivened, and it's interesting because it's like a spiral. Gramya Katar or gossip or criticizing feeds upon itself, but the opposite is true as well. So often we're not in one position, we're either elevating higher or we're kind of going lower. So it's always good when anyone goes low, we go high. That's the goal.
Yeah, so everyone has that weakness and strength. But instead of pointing at the weaknesses of someone, we should look at the strength of that person. That is what we've been learning in bhakti. That look at the good qualities on someone, because no one is perfect. And through our weakness, we can do mistakes because we always are tied with these three modes of material nature. That's why we call conditioned souls. We are like a pendulum, we're swinging. Today spiritual, tomorrow maybe material, like that. And these three modes, goodness, passion, and ignorance, always hitting us. So it's not like we can be 24 hours God consciousness. It's possible, but it's not that.
Those are the people that get written about in the scriptures, and we aspire to be like that, but I'm not there. Not there. There is no elegant way to do this. We have to switch positions. So let's just...
Now what we're going to have is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful kirtan that goes like this. Repeat after me. Chalo. I don't hear you. Chalo.
Chalo.
Hato.
Hato.
Giridari.
Giridari.
Kahei Mari.
Kahemari.
Pitch Ikari.
Pichkari.
One more time. Chalo. Hato. Giridari. Kahei Mari. Pichikari. One more time. I don't hear you.
Chalo hato. So I'm trying to multitask, that's why.
One more time. Chalo.
Chalo.
Hato.
Hato.
Giridari.
Giridari.
Kahei Mari.
Kahemari.
Pichikari. So now I want to ask Shri to describe what these words mean.
Well, actually, one of the reasons why we're singing this is because on Saturday night there was a party and we did an electronic kirtan and we sung this one. So it's a bit of a favourite for us together because Karuna is playing the karatalas and singing very wildly, and as you can see, he gets quite wild. He's like he starts off slow like a jumbo plane, but then once he gets to that cruising altitude, you got to watch it. So this is this song. I would go all over it, but too much talking. Better to get into music. This is Bhairavi Rag, and we've sung this one a bunch of times before, but it is really a favorite, and we do love it. But the gist of this song, because it's taken, the lyrics, the melody is taken from a bandish, taken from a song. But again, too many words, too many lyrics. Let's sing the Maha Mantra, which is divine love in a very compact form. So, but the song itself is about Radharani, and it's an origin story for the holy festival. Krishna decides with his Gopa friends to go to Varshana and ambush all the gopis, and especially Radha, and throw coloured water on her. And she gets very mad and she says, "Chalo hato giridari, kahe mare pichkari." And I may or may not be pronouncing that properly, but she says, "Chalo hato, go away, giridhari." So giridhari is the one who lifts Govardhan Hill, right?
But chalo is like quick, right? Like chalo is like,
Go away. She's mad at him, right? And she's saying, "Stop throwing coloured water on my sari." And to this day, Holi is celebrated much more, much longer in Braj than in other parts of India. Instead of it goes on for a few days, and there's a lot of different pastimes. There's Latma Holi, where they beat each other with a stick, with a bamboo stick. I mean, my gosh, how is this legal? But what they do is, and they even like tape pillows to themselves because they know they're going to get beaten with this stick.
Is this
but
in
it's just a
Varshana?
bamboo stick, Varshana. So there's a lot of role playing. The women will beat the men, but some of the men dress up as women and beat the men as well. And the men who are going to get beaten put pillows on them so they don't. It's all very playful and it's all very sweet. And honestly, sometimes you do just have to get a bit wild to get, to have some fun. So it's a wild tradition. Frankly, Holi in India scares me because it's wild. It's almost a little too wild for my liking. But consider that when we sing this song. So Bhairavi, the mood of Bhairavi, it's full of bhakti, it's full of compassion, it's full of pathos. But Radha, she's a little mad at Krishna. So I'll sing this song, but then we'll go into the Maha Mantra. And sometimes people say, "Why are we singing the Maha Mantra?" I'm not always singing the Maha Mantra, but I'm mostly singing it because it is, imagine there's a perfect dish that you always eat, and someone's like, why do you always eat burritos? Why do you always have veggie burritos? Because there's like a perfect meal. And the Maha Mantra is a perfect spiritual meal for me because it encaptures divine love, divine romantic love, both in separation, both in union. Rama, the reservoir of all pleasure. And another name for the God of love. Krishna, all attractive, that quality of attraction. Another name of Krishna, of God, right? Of the God of love. And Radha and Hare is Radha, the goddess, but invoking Radha, invoking the goddess. So when I sing Chalo hato giridari, kahe mare pichikare, please respond. Chalo hato giridari, kahe mare pichikare.
Chalo hato giridari, kahe mare pichikare.
Chalo hato giridari, kahe mare pichikare.
Chalo hato giridari, kahe
रंग में बिजोदरी चुनरी मोरी सारी कुवारा श्याम मारी मानतनाये बाये माये समझाये माहरी करी करूं कछो मनाहिया चलो हाथू गिरिधारी कहे हमारे पिछकारी
चलो हाथों गिरिधारी काहे मारी पिछकारी
चलो हाथू गिरिधारी कहे हमारे पिछकारी
चलो हाथों गिरिधारी काहे मारी पिछकारी
हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे हरे
हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
चलो हाथू गिरिधारी कहे हमारी पिछकारी
चलो हाथों गिरिधारी काहे मारी पिछकारी.
हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
चलो हाथू गिरिधारी कहे हमारी पिछकारी
चलो हाथों गिरिधारी काहे मारी पिछकारी.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare
Jai Shri Krishna.
Jai Jai Shri Radhe.
Jai Jai Shri Radhe.
Jai Jai Shri Krishna.
Jai Jai Shri Krishna.
Radhe Radhe.
Radhe Radhe.
Krishna Krishna.
Krishna Krishna.
Radhe Krishna.
Radhe Krishna.
Krishna Radhe.
Krishna Radhe.
Radhe Radhe.
Radhe Radhe.
Radhe 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 Radhe. Whoa! Radhe Radhe Radhe. Radhe Radhe Radhe. Radhe Radhe Radhe.
Radhe Radhe Radhe. Radhe Radhe Radhe.
Radhe Radhe Radhe. Jai Jai Shri Radhe.
Radhe Radhe Radhe. Jaya Shri Radhe.
Radhe Radhe Radhe. Jai Jai Shri Radhe.
Radhe Radhe Radhe. Jaya Shri Radhe.
Jai 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 Shri Radhe.
Radhe Radhe Radhe. Jai Jai Shri Radhe.
Radhe Radhe Radhe. Jaya Shri Radhe.
Radhe Radhe Radhe. Varshama Jai Shri Radhe.
Radhe Radhe Radhe. Varshama Jai Shri Radhe.
Radhe Radhe Radhe. Jai Shri Radhe.
Radhe Radhe. Jaya Shri Radhe.
Jai Shri Krishna.
Jai Shri Krishna.
Jai Shri Radhe.
Jai Shri Radhe.
Jai Shri Krishna.
Jai Shri Krishna.
Jai Shri Radhe.
Jai Shri Radhe.
Jai Shri Radhe.
Jai Shri Radhe.
Jai Shri Krishna.
Jai Shri Krishna.
Jai Shri Krishna.
Jai Shri Krishna.
Radhe Radhe Radhe. Jai Jai Shri Radhe.
Radhe Radhe Radhe. Jaya Shri Radhe.
Radhe Radhe Radhe. Jai Jai Shri Radhe.
Radhe Radhe Radhe. Jaya Shri Radhe.
Jai Shri Krishna.
Jai Shri Krishna.
Jai Shri Rama.
Jai Shri Rama.
Jai Shri Krishna.
Jai Shri Krishna.
Jai Shri Rama.
Jai Shri Rama.
Jai Shri Radhe.
Jai Shri Radhe.
Jai Shri Radhe.
Jai Shri Radhe.
Rama Krishna.
Rama Krishna.
Krishna Radhe.
Krishna Radhe.
Radhe Radhe Radhe. Jai Jai Shri Radhe.
Radhe Radhe Radhe. Jaya Shri Radhe.
Radhe Radhe Radhe. Jai Jai Shri Radhe.
Radhe Radhe Radhe. Jaya Shri Radhe.
Jai 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 Shri Krishna.
Jai Shri Krishna.
Radhe Krishna.
Radhe Krishna.
Sham Radhe Sham. Radhe Sham. Radhe Sham.
Bolo. Sham, Radhe Sham, Radhe Sham, Radhe Sham.
All together.
Sham, Radhe Sham, Radhe Sham, Radhe Sham.
Really attracting that divine love into our lives one last time.
Sham, Radhe Sham, Radhe Sham, Radhe Sham,
Radhe Sham, Radhe Sham, Radhe Sham. Radhe Sham ki,
Jai,
Gauranga Kirtan ki,
Jai,
Krishna Kirtan music ki.
Jai, Shri Keshavadasi ki, Jai,
Karuna Avatara ki.
Jai.
Joaquin ki.
Everybody around the world ki,
Our friends on Zoom ki. Jai.
We love you. Thank you so much for listening. Please set up your Kirtan alarm for 7 p.m. Sydney time every Wednesday. We are here to share our bhakti and the bliss that comes with it.
And we love our project. And if you love our project, please go on to patreon.com/Krishna Kirtan Music and see how you can join the Kirtan family. And we just want to say thank you so much for being part of our kirtan tonight. And may we do it many, many times until we are old and grey.
Yes, absolutely, Karuna. Thank you so much for joining us. And once again, Karuna Avatar runs Gauranga Kirtan. So check it out on
Gauranga.
Gauranga. And please check it out on Facebook. And also I want to invite you.
Gauranga. Gauranga.
Gauranga. And please join us on YouTube. Subscribe to the channel. Give us a like. It is youtube.com/C as in channel /Krishna Kirtan music. The link is right there below for you to type it out on your web browser. And also, if you like what we do, we welcome your support. We have a couple of links I'm going to put on the screen for you. The first one is paypal.me/Krishna Kirtan music. We welcome any amount of your choice. It doesn't matter. And also at patreon.com/Krishna Kirtan music. That's a more of a recurring basis, and that just creates a long-term planning for us to bring more kirtan to you all.
And let's just keep the kirtan flowing all the time.
All the time, absolutely. And once again, if you want to join us on Zoom, like our friends on Zoom, we would love to see you. We love your presence. The email is on the screen. It's krishnakirtanmusic@gmail.com. Email us with your first and last name and the reason why you would like to join. You don't need to get too creative. We will know you are here for the right reason. Just email us with your first and last name and the reason why you would like to join. And we would love to put you on the guest list so we let you know, let you in if you arrive on time, because we need you to be before 7 p.m. here so that we let you in and join us. Otherwise, we start the kirtan and we cannot stop the kirtan. So that's the priority, and we would love to see you.
We'll lift the velvet rope and let you in.
If you have any questions, please on Zoom stick around. We will love to chat with you.
Just say hi.
And if you have any questions on Facebook or YouTube, please put it on the comment below, and we will love to reply within the next 48 hours. We love you. Thank you for listening. And Gauranga!
Gauranga!
Gauranga! Nityananda!